Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long few days and I know everyone wants some clarification because it's hard to understand through words, like reading it, what's going on. So I figured I'd make a video and explain it all to everybody because I know everyone loves this little girl. Like, she is so cute. Okay, anyways, I'm a proud mom of how cute she is, but who wouldn't be? Okay, so this video is gonna be long. I need to hurry up and stop talking about how cute she is. Okay, so what happened was on Wednesday, it was like afternoon, kind of, it was like around 2:30. Chris and I got back, 2:30 p.m. Chris and I got back from a walk. She was in the front pack carrier, and then I was taking her out, and as I was taking her out, I was realizing, why isn't she breathing? She's not moving, she's not breathing. And like, if I were to touch her body when she's asleep in some areas, she has like reflexes, and she also breathes a little heavy, so I can hear her breathing. Thank the Lord for that. So I realized she wasn't breathing, and as I'm saying this, I am not thinking about that event that well, like fully into my mind, because if I do, it does make me really sad. It's a hard thing to process, your child not breathing and not being responsive and their body limp, and it's scary. So then I told Chris to call 911. As he was calling 911, I was undressing her. I was trying to poke her stomach, her belt, like her butt, her legs. I was trying to move those. I was trying to move her hands to make them close, because usually whenever I put my hand in like my finger in her hand, she'll close it. Even when she's asleep, she'll still move her hand, and she wasn't doing that. And I was trying everything, and it wasn't happening. She wasn't breathing. Nothing was happening. So then when Chris was on the phone whenever he called 911, they were telling us to do different things, and it wasn't until we put her on her side that she started to become like breathing and responsive. And it was scary because she wouldn't even open her eyes and not breathing. It was really scary. Anyways, so the EMTs got here, and when they got here, she was responsive, she was aware, she was breathing again. Thank the Lord. And then they checked her vitals and everything, said she was good, and then they told us we should go to the ER. So we went to the ER. Well, first they said that it could be Brew. What happened was Brew, which is a brief, resolved, unexplained event, and it happens in infants more than people would think, and it's where they can stop breathing for a little bit, like 30 seconds to a minute or two, and they stop breathing. And not a lot of parents know about it, and it scares living poop out of every parent, because that's scary. You want to see your child breathe. So then we went to the ER, and they did a bunch of things on her. They did a spinal tap, which was super scary for me because I don't want that. I didn't want a needle going in her back, but they were checking for meningitis and other things. But everything came back good from that. Thank the Lord. And then we were there we went to the ER Wednesday night, and we just got home, and today's Saturday, so it's nice to be home. I'm going to give her a bath after I'm done eating and after I make this video, because Mama's got to eat to make her all full. So that happened, and then they did a bunch of tests. They did a urine sample, which was pain in the butt, because every time they kept trying to do the catheter, she kept pooping in the tube, and it was just a complete mess. And finally, third time's a charm, it worked. We were able to get a urine sample. They did a blood sample, and them trying to put her the IV, they decided to just do it in her hand. It was a pain. It wasn't until the NICU team got down there and they were actually able to do it, and it was hard to watch them poke her so many times because they could not get her vein, because the needle was too big for her vein, because her veins are too tiny because she's so young and small. So then later, it became Thursday morning around 1:32 a.m. We were transferred to Roseville. She had her first ambulance ride. We went to Roseville, And then we got a nice room. It was better than being in the ER. When I was sitting on the gurney, it was uncomfortable because she was hungry, because she was not comfortable. So she was doing comfort feedings. And then she did more comfort feedings when we got to Roseville, because she was still upset. But it was comfortable at Roseville because I had a place to sit. Chris had a place to be. It was better there because we had a room. And I was able to actually go pee, because I wasn't able to use the restroom whenever I was in the ER with her, because I was holding her the whole time. And they didn't allow Chris back at first, which was irritating. And then they finally let him back. So then we were waiting for, then she started running a fever. She was starting to run a fever a little bit when we were in the ER, and then it kept spiking. And then they put her on Tylenol and then and antibiotics, and she was becoming better. Then they also, like, after they did the antibiotic, like, they were giving her antibiotics, they gave her Tylenol. It helped her fever go down. And so then yesterday she stopped running a fever, and it was good because nobody likes to run a fever. Nobody likes to run a fever. So now she's doing better, and what it is a bladder infection caused by a UTI. And UTIs and bladder infections are very common among little girl babies, because the diapers and baby girls really just don't mix, because of how there's nothing that no one can do about it. Because Chris and I, we were very attentive to her diaper changings anytime, but she doesn't cry when she poops or pees, so him and I have to be paying attention to it, and I am a lot. So it's nothing that we could have done differently. It's just something that happens, and it's irritating, and I wish she didn't have to go through all that, because she was poked and prodded, and she wasn't having a good time. And so now we are home. She is happy to be home, and all her test results came back good. Just her urine had a bacteria, which they figured out is a bladder infection caused by a UTI, and now she's on antibiotics for it for the next 8 days, which is great. And then I'm going to be giving her a bath, because she's pooped and peed and had iodine and ultrasound gel and a lot of other things on her, and blood, just too much grossness. And she hasn't showered for a few days, took a bath for a few days. So it is time for her to bathe and be smelling good, because we all kind of smelly here. We haven't showered for a few days, and we all kind of smelly here. So Chris is gonna shower, I'm gonna shower, she's gonna take a bath, we're all gonna be clean. So that is my video. She says bye. Bye guys, thank you for watching. Sorry this video was so long. It was a lot to explain of what happened, because a lot has happened. Bye guys.